Hello, I'm Rachel Jones for the Finance News Network. Joining me today from Lithium Power International is MD and CEO Cristobal Garcia-Huidobro on Skype over in Chile. And in our Sydney studio, we have CFO Andy Phillips. Welcome.
Hi, Rachel.
Thanks, Rachel.
So, Cristobal, firstly to you, congratulations on your environmental approval. What does this mean for the project?
Well, thank you, Rachel. This is basically the final milestone on advancing our Maricunga project. And it's really reinforces our continued strong relationship with the Chilean government. I'm pretty sure the subsequent commencement action here in Chile of the project will generate very positive effects both for the local communities and for the country.
And would you remind us what the environmental impact assessment involved and what impact Maricunga will have on the environment?
Well, an environmental impact assessment, it's quite a big, report. It comprises more than 11,000 pages, and it took us almost 3 years to be prepared. Maricunga, in general terms, is a very, environmentally friendly project. Probably as in any project, the construction phase will be the more complicated one. But however, once the operation starts, the project has very few impacts.
And part of that submission included the impact on indigenous people. What does it mean for their access to the salt flat or the salar?
Well, Rachel, that's a very important question, as indigenous communities have been at the center of our development since the beginning of this company. So specifically regarding your question, the answer is they will have free access, and probably the access are going to be improved from what they are now. You have to remember that the salar is at almost 4,000 meters of height. So and the nearest indigenous communities lives at around 6 kilometers from there. So our main impact on those communities, it's going to be because of the increasing on the traffic, because of the trucks, especially during the construction period.
Thanks, Cristobal. Now moving over to you, Andy. Now that you have approval for the project, what's next?
We are working towards the funding of the project. We're working with a number of offtake partners or potential partners internationally, and we have discussions with them for the last 6 to 12 months. We've also been talking to some debt funders, so we're looking at a debt equity kind of mix for the overall project development. And now that we've got the EIA out of the way, it's going to be moving quite quickly ahead.
And Andy, what are the economics of the project and what's the CapEx?
The DFS, or Definitive Feasibility Study, was released about a year ago. It's a very, very robust project. We have got a 20-year mine life at 20,000 tonnes of lithium carbonate equivalent per annum. The NPV at the time we did the DFS was $1.3 billion US dollars, and the capex is around $560 million US dollars to build the project.
Thanks, Andy. Now back to you, Cristobal. To the last question, is there anything else you'd like to add?
Yes, Rachel, and I think it's something that a lot of people is questioning. It's basically what's going on with the agreement with Codelco. So to be very clear, we're in the middle of the due diligence with that, and everything's moving forward as expected. And we are, again, expecting to have that finalized or to have that definitive agreement ready by the beginning of the second half this year.
And just to add to Cristobal's comment, LPI is not only the Maricunga. Of course, Maricunga is our flagship. We've also been working in the Greenbushes area in Western Australia. End of last year, we got approval to explore, and we've done some field work in the last 2 months of last year, showing some pretty interesting kind of prospects. And we are looking at putting together a work program for the first half of this year to pursue that further.
Andy Phillips, thanks for the update.
Thanks for having me.
And Cristobal over in Chile, congratulations once again, and also thanks for the update.
Thanks, Rach.